to the Duck U Club. I have the honor of introducing today's guests. Dob Billen, the legendary singer-songwriter and chef, and the renowned Sonord Lowen, one of the greats, a poet, songwriter, and plumber. I'm especially pleased to have you both on my show. Dob, you have had an amazing career spanning many decades. Your catalog of famous songs is almost infinite. Mr. Tangerine Man, It's All Over Now, Baby Cakes, It's All Right, Ma, I'm Only Cooking, Tangled Up in Spaghetti, Simple Twist of Lemon, Mediterranean Home-Cooked Salad, Don't Think Twice, It's on the Menu, and of course, Like a Rolling Pin. Which are your favorite songs?
Well, I wrote a song called The Times They Are Baking, although some things get lost in translation. I also wrote a song about blowing with the wind. It was after I had eaten a lot of beans.
Even Sailor Twift covered one of your famous sea shanties, What Shall We Do with a Dunkin' Donut? Sonord, and your playlist is equally impressive. I'm Your Duck, Like a Duck on a Wire. So long, Mary Mallard, You Want It Ducker. Every Toilet Flows. First We Take, Home Depot. Suze on, Suze off. Hey, that's no way to thread a pipe. And my personal favorite, The Cisterns of Percy. Hallelujah. How did that come about?
Well, I was under a sink, and I had this epiphany. Then a pipe burst. It came to me in a flash, a wet, convulsing mess, and then silence and the sound of angels.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Wow. Man, I've heard those same angels. I was in the kitchen, writing a recipe, when suddenly, all the lights went out, and by the single glare of the oven light, heavenly music, it sounded just like Snoop Cat after a hysterectomy. Blew my mind.
Oh my God, that's something completely out of this ducking world.
Yeah, it happens more than you'd expect. I can be sitting in the bathroom, and then suddenly, out of the blue, hallelujah.
Dob, how do you see today's world?
Same people, different faces. When I was writing, It's All Right, Ma, I'm Only Cooking, it was at a time when it seemed like there was a change in the air. Then I realized I had used too much garlic.
Sonord?
The finger pointing at the moon is not the moon, but it's always the middle finger.
Did you used to be a Buddhist?
I was bluish first, and then a Buddhist. But that's a Zen quote from some guy called Koan,
What's Zen?
I think. It's Japanese, for what comes after 9.
I also used to be bluish, but in my life's travels, I've gone through many colors. It's reflected in my song, a simple twist of lemon. It's not the journey or the destination. It's the food you eat along the way.
So true, man. I love that song, and it's so great with fish.
Dob, where were you born?
I grew up in a little town in Minnesota on the Canadian border called Al Schwartz Yarn. It's an Indian name. Not sure what tribe. I think they were called the Eden.
Cool. I also grew up on the border on the Canadian side, very near to Al Schwartz Yarn. Our town was also originally an Indian settlement called Mitten Gornish. I think they were the same tribe.
Dob, what is in your near future?
I think sponge cake. I'd really like to try this new recipe.
Sonord?
Albert Einstein famously stated, "If I had my life to live over again, I'd be a plumber." He also said, "There's a crack in everything. That's how the water gets in." Now I understand why he wanted to be a plumber.
Well, that's our show for tonight. I'd like to thank Dob Billahan and Synord Lohan, two of the greatest artists of our time. Don't forget to tell someone,
Duck you.
I don't wanna be responsible for your behavior. I don't wanna take the time to be your savior. Bad girls living in the